down the line, I guess, so...
Whereas she just went, I thought it was boring. And then you said to her backstage, did you really... And she go, oh, yeah, like watching paint dry. So she was great, wasn't she, again?
She was great. It actually gave me a holiday for a few days because it comes down the line, I'm usually the one who gives the bad news as everyone else is sort of dreaming. It was OK, yeah, we can see the potential in that. I'm like, no, it's not going to happen, mate. But Mel was doing that for me, so I was really enjoying myself. I was going, that was amazing.
I tell you what, this one's tough, and you haven't seen enough of it yet, because on...
Well, show us some more then, Nicole.
There are moments where it's a great moment in the boot camp show when someone said, do you mind me asking why I didn't get through? And she said, because your audition wasn't good. And as they walked off, she went, I'll tell you why. Your pitch was off. I was like, go, me and
For a moment, when you were doing that, I thought I was in Sex and the City for a moment. We've been talking about Joey, and I got the feeling that you got on very, very well.
I love her.
With Joey. Let's just remind ourselves of that, let's face it, raw sexual chemistry.
Definitely got potential.
Thank you.
There's barely a voice amongst you, actually.
Can I just... Oh, sorry to interrupt.
I'm talking, Jerry.
Sorry.
I'm talking, love.
Not everybody in Take That could sing.
Hey, Jerry! Not everybody in the Spice Girls could sing.
OK.
Should we have a vote?
Yes.
It's a no from me.
Gary, when I first found out I could not sing, I can sing now. 2 of your members could not sing.
Jerry, don't even go there.
You had 5.
I want to start a fight.
Hey, you know, I admire your self-control because, let's face it, we all know, I think we know, Joey didn't have the strongest voice in the Spice Girls.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, and so when she said, you know, in the beginning, I couldn't sing, I could see you thinking...
Do you know what? I've known Jerry for a long time. She is a sweetheart, but I think she arrived that day thinking, I've got a job at last. And she really went for it. She did, she went for it. And the producers were loving it and telling her to go more, and of course, there's the result right there.
OK, but it was fun, it was memorable, it kind of makes the show, it keeps the show fresh and interesting and exciting. Dermot, you love the Spice Girls?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't, right? I mean...
You have a favourite?
My favourite always fluctuated from Scary. Do you remember they did that great face cover, you know, the Face magazine, and they had some great pictures on it?
I'm too young to remember.
Oh, we had that when I was at university. We had that sort of up in my wall. So I...
Hold on, you had it up in your bedroom?
Yeah.
Above your bed?
Next to.
And you were holding it up with one hand all that time? Nicole, I forgive him for being so rude.
I think Baby's probably my favourite.
OK, Baby Spice.
I like
Let's talk about, then, Ryland. Because he looks like a very sweet guy, he looks like a very emotional guy, he's a funny guy. Is he, and this is something I heard all you judges say at various times about various people, and you're the one who has to kind of, you know, hug them afterwards, is he emotionally strong enough for what's about to happen?
Yeah, he's emotionally strong enough. What's so great about him is that he's so lovable behind the cameras. Everybody falls in love with him, and he's entertaining to all of us. He's got us laughing and stuff, but then when it's time to work, he has the eye of the tiger in him.
He's got a pretty good voice as well, I think. I mean, I know
he's got a great voice. It's been growing, and he's a performer. And what I was saying earlier was it's not just about singing. We all know that he doesn't want to be the next Whitney. He wants to be a dance pop artist. But he's got his own sparkle and his own shine to him, and the X Factor is having that.
Where are you from, girlfriend? Where are you from in America?
Well, I was born in Hawaii. And then I grew up in Kentucky.
Well, that's you got the southern twang going on right there.
Okay. And I just moved here, so I'm kind of jet lagged, so I kind of sound like
What do you mean you moved in your jet lag? Well, how long does it take you to get over? Like 4 years? It's like 3 nights.
No, I just moved here like
So you moved here to be with Mr. Hamilton?
Well, he doesn't live in the UK.
OK, so you've moved here to be away from him.
No. But he's...
pretty permanent.
Unfortunately, everyone's like, oh, you guys are going to be together all the time, but the races and the live shows...
But are you together right now?
Yeah, we're together. He's
How
gonna
long
come
for? Are you going to get married?
I don't know, you have to ask him.
Oh, I asked him, he said, ask you. Let's have a look at Ryland. Now, when we were talking about Ryland just then, unless you have trapped wind, Gary was making a bit of a face. When I said he's got a good voice, Gary looked at me and sort of went...
Come on, Nicole, you've got ears.
He's got a good voice. No, hey, no clapping. Do not encourage.
Let's have a little look-see at the potential superstar.
Potential winner.
The potential winner, the potential Christmas #1, and if it is, you only have yourselves to blame. And you can just sense Gary is jealous that he isn't mentoring him.
Yes.
That's what it is, it's jealousy.
Exactly
it is.
What it is.
Shows you in a very bad light.
That's it.
This is Rylan in action.
Rylan, it's such a big risk that I have to take it. And you're in my financial.
That's Rylan. We're going to take a break. I'll be chatting with Nicole and Dermot and Gary. More after this. Don't go away. Welcome back. Look at them. Lovely people. They're still all here from the X Factor. We were just talking about Rylan, of course, and you were saying that was that edited down?
Yeah, that went on for about an hour or so.
And then he came out and you had to calm him down as well.
Like I said, I couldn't understand anything he was saying, and he was just going... I love the fact he was using that cushion as a handkerchief.
Yeah. Hold on, what's that in the green room? What's going on back there? Stephen, is everything okay?
Calm down, Rylan.
Oh, no, it's all right.
All right. You're OK. Look, it's all right.
It's OK, you're through, he got through.
Oh, look, it's OK. Don't be afraid. Don't be... Oh, my God. It's all right. It's all right. You can deal with it, all right? Don't vomit on me. All right? Oh, God. Use the cushion. Have a bigger cushion. There you go. Just hold it there.
Stephen, hold it there, Stephen.
Yeah, there you are. It's all right.
OK. So Simon Cowell, remember him?
Yeah.
He's not here anymore. Is he in touch? Is he keeping an eagle eye on things? Because he's a stickler for attention to detail, isn't he?
He's the overlord, isn't he? You always know he's watching.
What's your relationship like with him? Do you have to do everything he says?
You have that thing when your phone goes and you see Simon's name, there's always a shadow, isn't there, that goes through? Because invariably it's always 2 a.m. You think, it can't be good news. And then it will always be, darling, how are you? So
Mine starts with, hello, trouble.
Sounds good. He is tough, but he's a good boss. He's a fair boss.
Okay. And who kind of is in charge now? I know, Gary, you'd like to think you were running the show.
I don't think that at all.
And I know Nicole, a woman, has a way of getting her way if she wishes. And Dermot, you're kind of now probably got the most screen time. Sure. You could probably steer it. For example, who has the best dressing room? Who has Simon's dressing room? That would be the sign-up.
I have. Did you know that?
Do you?
Yeah.
That's your answer.
Wow.
I have Simon's dressing room.
Does he know?
This is my first year. I was in what we called me and my entourage called the bedsit. I think my makeup artist called the bedsit. But this year, yeah, I just got given, you know, the golden key.
And you deserve it.
I went in and I checked it out and christened the place, and it's in good shape. Who wouldn't? Come on.
When you say christen the place, a Spice Girl poster wasn't involved, was it, Dermot? OK, so, hey, by the way, Dermot, I should say congratulations. You just got married last month. Yeah. How lovely. Look at that, beautiful, with the lovely D right there. Congratulations. How was the ceremony? How was the event itself? How did you enjoy it?
The whole thing was fantastic. It was, you know, it's just a great day, and we went and, I was saying to you earlier, we went on honeymoon, and we went to Italy, and we walked into a hotel in Rome, we dumped our bags, we came downstairs to the courtyard, and had the strangest situation where David Moyes, the Everton manager, was sat over there, and Morrissey was sat over there. I'd not met Moyes before, but we sort of looked at each other, and so I thought, I've got to go and say hello now. So I said hello to a really lovely, charming man. And I interviewed Morrissey once before, and it had gone spectacularly badly.
It didn't go well for you, did it?
But I just thought, I've got to go and say hello, because it'd be rude otherwise. And I went over and I said, to Steve, so I'm going to go and speak to Morrissey. Don't come over. So I went over and I said, you know, it's lovely to see you. And he said these words. He went, really? I'm sure you'd say the same thing to Barry Manilow or Gary Barlow. And I said, no, it is. And I said, Morrissey, I'm here on my honeymoon. He goes, oh, it won't last. But then, what turned it around, because he's Morrissey, and you sort of just go, that's beautiful and brilliant. It won't last. These things never do.
Is that true?
Yeah.
OK, let me ask you to do something here. I'm going to ask you to do something here, and this is quite serious. This could be, potentially could be quite serious. I'm going to give you all an envelope within which there is a piece of paper. There's a Sharpie. You will have seen them before. I'm sure, Nicole, you've signed lots of autographs with these. Mm-hmm. It's a Sharpie, Dermot. OK, so... inside there is a blank piece of paper. I want you to write on that piece of paper, and we will open this. We have a Christmas special on this show, just before Christmas. And so I will say this, open the Christmas special. I want you to write down who is going to win, who's going to be the Christmas #1 from the X Factor. OK? And you don't have to choose your own acts, because I'm going to keep them safe. So we won't embarrass you, you know. But scribble down now.
And then write our names on here.
Just, well, write your name on.
Yeah.
You don't write your name on.
I'm pretty, yeah.
Don't see it. Oh, don't lick it, you dirty bugger.
Your name on the
Don't
back.
pass all your germs around here. What's wrong with you, Barlow? I'll just pass them over. Nicole, you can lick yours if you want. OK. So Dermot says...
No, don't, because I'll get in so much trouble.
Ah. Why would any of you trust me? Wow. Oh, wow. That's interesting. That's very interesting. 2 of them have gone for the same person.
You can't grass me up, because I'll get...
Why not? What are you going to do about it? Let's have a chat later on about that spare judging seat. Hey, it's so much fun having you all on the show. Thank you so much. But what a great series of The X Factor. I think this is going to be one of the best and one of the most memorable. And I get the feeling that we're going to see a star from this, and, you know, so many great stars come from it. We're going to see a star who's going to be around for a long while.
I agree.
And I think there'll be quite a few, don't you? Because it's not always the ones who come first, of course, who go on to be, you know, have a huge career.
It feels like a big year for talent this year.
You really found some good people there. Of course, you know, one of the high points for the show is seeing how masterfully Dermot wraps his arms around people. Here's a little montage of Dermot in action.
Come on.
Great, there you go. Violent. Right, did that actually hurt?
Yeah, it was just below the eyes with a small puncture wound.
Wow. Well, what you don't see is down below, he had the same thing on as a codpiece. No wonder. How great to have you on the show. Thanks for being here. Dermot, ladies and gentlemen, Nicole, and, of course, the magnificent Gary Barlow. We're going to take a break. Don't go away. I'll be talking to Stephen Fry after these adverts. Welcome back. OK, let's get my next guest out. He can write, he can act, he can direct, he can host TV shows, he can do just about anything. I would call him a Renaissance man if only I could pronounce it. Will you please welcome Mr. Stephen Fry? Well, thank you for comforting young Ryland back there.
Well, it was just a pleasure, bless him. A little overexcited.
Hey, we have matching facial foliage.
Yeah, and suits and hair, and I nearly thought of wearing a green tie.
We could be brothers.
Yeah, we both decided against the Just for Men option as well.
Yeah, I'm letting mine go grey there. Do you trim? You have a little zzz just to keep it down?
George Michael, okay. Yes.
George Michael. You don't do the thing where people have a cardboard shape over to trim it to a... Have you ever seen that?
No, you can do that.
You can do that. I've never tried it. What about downstairs? Do you do the chest armpits?
No,
the armpits don't move?
No, I don't.
You're fully flushed.
But there's not much there, to be honest. I'm not a Sean Connery. I don't have a
not
hairy
a Sean
back or
Connery.
anything.
What about in the underpants department?
There's all that needs to be there.
OK.